welcome back to the internet safe space. Clap it up. Guys, absolutely coveted episode. We have our two main celebrities here on cam together for, I think, in an actual video format, the first time ever. And it's probably our most insane collab of all time.
Big Honcho, I'm Big Honcho, yeah.
You know the vibes, bro. It's Kiby time, bro. What's up, y'all?
How you doing?
Kiby Nation and Big Honcho combine. Kiby, our OG celebrity. For those of you that have been following from the very jump, from even before, this is from before Safe Space times. Kiby Nation was the leading, face, entity, celebrity.
Entity, bro.
Fair
enough, bro.
Kiby was the original company, right? There's Safe Space and then there's Kiby Nation as a branch of that. I say there's the three main heads, right? It's Safe Space at the top, which branches into the OBL and Kiby Nation. OBL, for those that don't know, is the official Bureau League, of course. Also, shout out Charlie Chalk Cantini for his most recent promotion. He's now VP of the OBL. That's big. And the new OBL EP, his original position, is going to be, his shoes are going to be filled shortly, and that announcement will come out. Now, Honcho, I want to start with you, ask you a quick question, because I'm curious, what do you know about Kiby Nation?
What do I know about Kiby Nation? Crazy enough, me and Kiby knew each other since we were 3 years old. We went to preschool together, bro.
Really?
Yeah, preschool, dating back.
Yeah, bro.
His mom used to pick me up from school, drive me home. It went way back. And we've been boys ever since high school. We played together on the soccer team. He was my captain, a dog. Then committed to Sacred Heart, was a dog there. And all respect to Kiby, and we still go to the mud and get lit. Shout out James for keeping the mud lit and vibey out there. And Kiby Nation, I love it. It's growing, and me and him together tonight, that's something else. Because from 3 years old to now, that's wild that we're still close like this.
Yes, sir.
100%. And Kiby, what do you have to say about, or what do you know from your perspective? How about this? Yeah, give me your perspective on Big Honcho as a brand.
Nah, he's been killing it, bro. I've all those football predictions, bro. I've been looking at that, especially with the NFL playoffs, man. I create a lot of good content. Really cooked up this year in terms of his energy and everything like that. So, yo, keep cooking, bro. You're doing
Thank
well.
you.
Keep cooking, bro.
Thank you.
And this was something that the people wanted to know in general. How do you feel about, because for so long you were the, not just the dominating celebrity, but you were the only real, I don't know what the word is, because like everyone, if you guys follow Safe Space, everybody has a thing we do is nicknames. Like everyone has their nicknames. Like for example, Chalk for Charlie, hashtag my friend Kevin. But Kiby kind of really shot to the forefront of like the known popular nickname. So how does it feel to have Honcho start to really come up to your level recently with his popularity?
Nah, they say competition makes greatness, bro. You got people competing with you, people doing well. You just got to strive to get better every day. And I always love the content, man. Everything is just doing well so far, and seeing that there's another personality on the Safe Space at the front is something that I just love to see, and just gotta keep going, bro. Keep growing. That's how it be, yo. I'm happy for him. He's doing well.
Why don't you pull out that jersey for them? This is Honcho's first time seeing the jersey. It's everyone's first time seeing the jersey, I think.
So obviously, we all got our Kiby merch, obviously. And this is the OG of where it started.
It might not be fully in frame, so I can't see, but try and move it like, yeah, there you go.
See it? This is where it all started, man. Shout out to Blink Fitness for creating the moment that it did. Squatted some heavy weight. Then Kiby was born, took a photo. The R in the middle of my last name was cut off, and it just said Kiby.
Yep. Signed too. That's worth $1 million, maybe more.
Probably. So yeah, he said it would be an iconic thing to go and produce. So I said, you know what, let's make it happen. And now we got a frame of a really good memory and a whole brand built off that one T-shirt. So shout out New Jersey Stallions for that too, because if it wasn't for that shirt, then who knows what would have happened. So
True,
It's iconic
100%.
moment.
It is. Now, Honcho, let me ask you a question. Before we get into this, I know everyone in the chat right now, everyone watching this video, you're like, Ant, shut the fuck up. We want to see these two go at it. However, like you said, Honcho, you guys back to 3 years old. How does it feel that you're going into a legitimate debate with this man today?
I feel like after this debate, even how argumental we get, we're still gonna be boys at the end of it. There might be some fist thrown, but it's all good. We're homies at the end of the day.
Hold on. There might be some fists thrown.
Yeah.
You
Nah, we'll let you have a good time.
We're gonna have a good time, make you guys laugh. And also another point to bring up, you know about Kiby's merch. For the fans out there, who would want a big Honcho merch come out for you guys?
That's fire. Yeah.
Like a big Honcho shirt or even a hat like Kiby right now. A big Honcho hat with my face on it. Nothing
Your face on it.
That would be hilarious out there. But hope you guys enjoyed the show. Kiby, I love you by the end of this. Let's go.
All right. With that said, I think that was a fantastic intro. Gentlemen, shake hands, of course. So, they don't even know this yet, and neither does the audience. So let's go through it quickly. The way this is going to work is I'm putting the power in your hands to see who the winner of this is. So, here's how it's going to work. You have to be in the live chat as the video is airing, which will happen, I don't know. It's going to be a Sunday at 9, though. That's for sure. Those in the chat, every topic that they discuss, there will be a poll put up with both of their names, Kiby and Big Honcho. And you guys will vote on who you think won the debate on said topic. Then we'll keep a tally, and whoever has the most tallies at the end will be declared the winner. So, in this video, we won't know the winner. It all comes down to you as the audience to see who's the winner of this debate. So now, I bet you're wondering, what could these two possibly be discussing today? So I think, given that they've got strong ties to soccer, and we've got plenty of soccer suggestions here. Shout out to the fans. You guys provided 95% of the questions that we're about to go over. We are going to start with Messi versus Ronaldo. I think that's a great starting point. It's been some say it's clear cut, others say it's a super close, heated debate. So, Honcho, what's your position? Don't give an argument yet, just say the person you want to back.
I want to back Messi.
And that's what I figured.
And Kiby?
As a United fan, man, I just back Ronaldo, bro. Not gonna lie.
So we've got opposing positions there. With that said, I think we begin. Get a rock, paper. Let's do a rock, paper, scissors on who gets to go first.
Okay, let's go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right,
You got it.
here we go.
All right, Kiby.
All
Say your
right,
pitch.
so first I'm gonna counteract for why Messi is not the GOAT, and then I'm gonna walk into why Ronaldo is the GOAT.
Fantastic.
Messi, when he started Barcelona, did very well. Give him that. But one thing that Ronaldo did was not only did he do it in Italy, he did it in England. Even now, 41 in the Saudi League. The Saudi League, I think, is still a better league than the MLS. And he also did it in Spain, obviously, with Real Madrid. Messi only played, granted, he played in the French league, which, wow, congratulations. That's probably the equivalent of the Saudi League now. Messi only did it in one league, or two leagues, I guess now I can say the MLS. Congratulations. He did win the World Cup, but we all know that the World Cup is rigged, and they just did it nice, which fair enough to him. It gave a good story. FIFA probably made millions and millions off viewing the World Cup final with Argentina in it. And Ronaldo just not only was his longevity in the sport super crazy, he did it at different positions too, man. He started as an out-and-out winger, completely different play style. He was so silky back in the day. If you all know that clip where he's dancing in the corner, the guy just kicked him on him. And then when he got older, he had to adjust and make sure that he was the person that was going to be able to not only be a prolific finisher up top, but also change his entire game to being an out-and-out winger, to being a more solidified striker, which I think Messi has done to an extent as well. But I think Ronaldo did that at a higher level for longer. And he's probably going to be the first person to hit 1,000 goals in all leagues, which is crazy. And by the way, Pele's don't count. So Pele's goals are not verified by FIFA. Ronaldo's are. So that's my argument.
Gotcha. Kiby, I do agree Ronaldo is a great player, but ever since I was young, watching Messi with the size he is, Ronaldo is bigger or the same size as everyone on that pitch, while Messi, he's not even 6 foot tall and he's dogging these guys. He's like dribbling through everyone, and like you said, yeah, he went to the MLS, but Ronaldo's playing with Saudi bums. Like, Messi's at least playing with Xavi, Suarez, like all these old players who were once top of their league are coming to MLS because even though it's not the best out there yet, I think it's going to get better because all the premier guys are coming to America to play just so they can compete with their own ages. And then Messi with Argentina, he did win a World Cup, and he also did very well with Barcelona. And overall, Messi, with the size he is, he does things I haven't seen many players do. And that's why I think Messi's better, because the size he is, where he put Argentina, what he's doing in the MLS right now, and also what he did with Barcelona. Yes, Barcelona had all these star players, but Messi stood above all those star players, and he still does, even at almost 40 years old.
Fair. The one big thing I will say, though, Ronaldo, in every big moment in the Champions League where it mattered the most, was just the GOAT in terms of coming through during pressure times. He had that one with Juventus against Atletico Madrid where everybody counted him out. All the bloody fans were saying, bye-bye, Ronaldo. Scores a hat trick to come back from 2-0 down in the same game with, frankly, a below-average Juventus team at the time. And overall, just in those big moments, look at Messi in the World Cup final in 2014. That man choked. But I'm not saying that Germany team wasn't good either. But he did not play well in that game. I even think in the World Cup final, he had a good game. Obviously, he scored. But if you also look back, the goal that France scored to tie the game came from actually Messi giving the ball away and just walking back. So, to that point, his work ethic that Ronaldo has, I'm not saying Messi does not have a good work ethic. Ronaldo not only is the GOAT in terms of his ability, but the example that he shows for other people as well, in my opinion, is just far greater than Messi's influence.
I got you there. But like I said, Messi is just a one-of-a-kind player. I haven't seen in a while. With the size he is, like if Ronaldo was that size, would he even be that good? I just feel Messi just stands out so well because how small he is and what he does against players who are way stronger and bigger than him. And as growing up playing soccer, I looked above this guy as a role model because this guy did everything that I could imagine. Like if I tried to stop his shot, it would go through my fucking hand.
Well, let's be real. Every shot would go through your hand, bro. Genuine, bro. Even Tommy McIntyre. Shout out Tommy McIntyre, bro. I love you, but bro, you know that shots are going through this kid's hand, bro. So, bro.
We always had him. He was perma goalie when we would play. What's the name of the game?
World Cup. Bro.
World Cup.
Yeah, he was perma goalie always, and that shit was so.
No, you were a dog on your days, but bro, no.
Shout out all conference, baby.
Wait, you were all conference? No way, bro.
I don't even know what that means. But but Messi, the size he is, what he did, and what he's still doing, I just think if Ronaldo was the size of Messi, it wouldn't be the same player. So I just feel Messi on that topic, he's hard worker, his work ethic, and what he did for the teams he was on outshines Ronaldo.
Okay. Great arguments, fellas. Chat, at this point you should be voting, so get him down. So I'm trying to think of like a good way to time track to make sure that we don't linger on a topic for too long. That was a very nice natural end there. But I'll say this. I liked what you guys did. You were both very, very cordial with letting the other speak. But I'll say for this next topic, let's do it more conversational. Where you guys, if you say something idiotic, you can chime in and vice versa.
More like a debate.
Yes, sir. Very good. We're going to stay on the topic of soccer for this next question. Shout out Charlie Chalk Cantini, the VP of the OBL, for this question. He wants to know who is the best striker of our generation.
Our generation? Does Yamin count as a striker?
No,
that's
bro.
a wing.
He's a winger.
Fuck.
Think of like Benzema, Lewandowski. Damn, you can even say Haaland right now, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not counting Mbappe as a striker.
Gotcha.
because
Yeah,
he's a
but
winger.
Bobby is a dog though.
What about Neymar?
He's not a striker. This is the thing right now. Bro, having this guy trying to talk soccer is like a guy walking into a makeup store and deciding whatever he wants, bro.
For
Like,
his
he just
girl,
has
bro.
no idea about like anything, which is fine.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Which is fine.
I have no knowledge.
But bro, in my opinion, bro, you just gotta look at Lewandowski. Bro, Lewandowski. Oh, what are you putting your hand up for,
It's
bro?
because Lewandowski is in my mind one of the best strikers. But you go.
But
you go.
honestly, I think Lewandowski just, bro. I mean, first of all, he's Polish, bro. What? I mean, off the top of my head, bro. Matty Cash is Polish, even though whatever, bro. He's definitely not Polish. But Lewandowski just out and out, super consistent for every team he played for. But especially in Germany, he scored 5 goals in 9 minutes, bro. That guy's a dog. But even at Barcelona, bro, he's like 38 now. He's still banging goals and going crazy. I mean, where was he before Bayern? I actually have no idea.
No clue.
Or no, he was at Dortmund for a bit. But no, I think the longevity of Lewandowski, bro. He scored so many goals. He's the dog. But yeah, I think he's probably the best. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that.
Lewandowski is a great player. Haaland is also fucking amazing right now. He outshines out there. He does his thing. Being the size he is, he's a fucking maniac.
You talk about their size a lot. Why is that?
Yeah,
I feel
Because-
like it's on your mind.
yo, pause. Yo, that's
You're
why.
the one. Every player we talked about so
Because
far.
Haaland's like 7 feet tall, just fucking dogging players. Like he's
What?
No, but he does nothing though. He does nothing except score.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What he just said. Does nothing except score. What else do you want from a fucking striker?
I mean, if you look at Harry Kane, bro, that guy's one of the goats too, and he's the guy.
He's
that
old
drops-
as shit.
He drops all the way down, collects the ball, and just sprays it, bro. Like he's crazy, but I don't know. I think the biggest thing with Haaland is he's very reliant on the service that comes in. So if he doesn't, if you have Bernardo Silva in his prime with Kevin De Bruyne and like whoever, of course you're gonna be nasty. Like if you're looking at something like that.
But look who Lewandowski has fucking pitching him the ball.
I mean, yeah, you could argue that as well.
Lamine Yamal, bro.
Pitching.
Like fucking tossing it up, crossing it. You know your knowledge.
I mean, bro, obviously all these players are gonna have great service, but in terms of Haaland, bro, he's not like directly dropping in and spraying it like Harry Kane. Like Harry Kane creates and finishes, bro. So honestly, it's probably between him and Lewandowski that are probably my goats.
And I agree with Harry Kane there. Harry Kane, he's old as fuck now, right?
He's not that old,
But he's been in the league for a while, and I remember playing him in FIFA. He's unstoppable. You press B and that shit fires into the goal.
Yeah, fair, bro.
Like his strike power to this day is insane.
I don't know, but you're booty ass at FIFA anyway.
Yo, Kirby, shut the fuck up. Those pasta parties, I used to beat the fuck out of you and
Nah, you're
Sween.
booty,
Shout out
man.
Sween.
Nah, you're booty,
And
man.
Garrett, you even more trash than all of us.
Nah, that's crazy.
No, say something to Gary, matter of fact.
Garrett, you trash at FIFA. Like, don't even talk to me about FIFA, buddy. And even darts, talking about the mud, you're shit at darts. Don't even get me started with darts. You have one Surfside and you're like, holy fuck, where's the board?
That's crazy. All right. Let's segue off sports. I'll give you guys a break. There are so many people wanting to know about sports, which makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, sports is where you started. So let's jump from that. Let's do a little callback to you. We had you talk about aliens the first time we had you on.
Yeah.
So I want to have you two discuss aliens a little bit. This was one of the questions submitted via like the Instagram promo.
Yeah.
Do you think aliens have been to Earth?
I do think aliens have been to Earth because why are all these scientists doing all this lab work and going out there everywhere trying to find aliens? And there's some clues out there, I feel, like aliens landing. And realistically, I know movie stuff, but why in movies aliens nowadays look so real? Like, if I look over, I'm like, damn, that could be like someday landing in front of my house. And I feel like if I saw an alien right now, I'd shit my pants. But I'd probably bring it in my house and I'm gonna fucking put it in a cage. Because if I find the first alien, I'm making sure everyone knows I have this fucking alien.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
So you're saying I'm
gonna capture it.
You're gonna fully capture that.
Yeah, and not let it leave my house, because if I let it loose, you don't know what the fuck shit it's gonna do.
Okay. Cameron, amazing insight. I appreciate that a lot. Kiby, what thoughts do you have?
No, genuine. I think the media has a big thing trying to like scare people in the fact that aliens are here, and that it just creates fear mongering for everybody. So they try to find temporary ways to solve that. But I genuinely think like aliens have been here for a minute, and the United States government just doesn't say anything. But who knows? There could be not aliens at all. There could be aliens everywhere. But honestly, I'm just here to live my life. I like the sci-fi movies. If they do me well, if you watch it, have popcorn, chill out. But
valid.
Yeah, I don't think I would. If I saw an alien, I probably wouldn't put it in a cage and like keep it hostile just because I'm about to get jumped by more aliens if that happened. But yeah, dude. I mean, it's a thing that people talk about. But honestly, bro, I'm just here to live my life, have fun, and not mess with aliens. That's just
valid point. But also like, crowd question. Aliens. Do you think if you saw an alien in person, it would be more like a human or more like a creature or animal? Like, do you think you could like friend it, or do you think that shit's gonna attack you, bro? Like rip your eyes out? Like people say aliens are like the Loch Ness Monster and Barefoot, but do you think Barefoot or the Loch Ness Monster is real? Kirby, do you think the Loch Ness Monster?
No, I think in the deep sea, there's just stuff I don't even know about, bro.
Cameron, it's Bigfoot, bro.
Wait, what did you say? Barefoot. Barefoot. I didn't even peep that.
I normally do not do that, but
he was so confident.
I had to tell you.
Bigfoot, my bad, guys.
Nah, yo.
That was so good.
I honestly, he was talking so confident. I was like, oh yeah, Barefoot. I was just like,
Barefoot. Yeah.
Barefoot. Nah, genuine. You know what? I'm scared of Barefoot. Damn, I'm scared, bro. But
I can't, bro. You can't make this shit up. I swear. I'm sorry, Kiby.
But yeah, just rock out, have a good time. Don't let the Instagram, don't let Snapchat like mess up your brain.
100%.
Seeing all that. So
all
just
the
enjoy your life, dude.
But Kirby, is it true? Would it mess up your brain if that shit's actually real? Like, if the internet's showing us reality that yes, these what aliens sort of look like. Like, how does the government have some type of knowledge about aliens?
Dude, the government know everything, bro. Government literally know everything.
So I feel the government's hiding these aliens in like a cave or some shit. In my eyes, I feel like aliens are out there, but the government is hiding it so we don't see what they look like.
They know everything, bro. I don't even like. They literally know everything, especially like the world, bro. Everybody know everything, but we're just like little like people on this rock that just don't know anything, and that's perfectly fine, bro. So just enjoy it.
Enjoy life, YOLO.
Alrighty.
YOLO.
You know, why don't I feel like we all have our thinking caps on right now, so why don't I turn your heads a little bit? So I had asked Honcho the last time that we were here, a standard question. I said, how many windows are there in Manhattan, right? And he tweaked out.
I tweaked.
But I had the new question, which you guys could debate. Are there more doors or wheels in the world?
So when we talk about wheels, are we talking about the like carts, like shopping
Dude, anything
cart?
that's a wheel. Bro.
Anything that's a wheel. Like, what about like a steering wheel?
Yes, it's a wheel, bro.
So
a steering wheel is a wheel.
It's in the name, right?
But any wheel and any door.
Gotcha. So I feel there's more wheels than doors. Because you look at a car, not all cars have 4 doors, but all cars have 4 wheels. And also look like a semi-truck, big-ass truck. they have 8 to 16 wheels on their truck,
Mm-hmm.
while they only have 2 doors. So in my head, there's more wheels than doors. What do you say?
Bro, look how many doors are in. I mean, you guys can't see. Look how many doors are in this room right now.
A lot.
There's like 20 doors, and a door can be conceptual. A door could be technically a wall because
Hold on,
wall.
expand
you
on
could,
that a little bit.
You could like if you could open like something in general. If you could open it to a larger space, you could just technically punch a hole in the wall, and technically it would be a door as long as there's something that's standing in front of it to like mask it. If that makes any sense.
I'm a little bit confused, but I'm gonna let you.
Bro,
I know what he's saying.
like
you understand?
yeah.
Okay.
Because like I could just punch a hole in the wall right now.
And say it's a door.
Well, technically yes, but like you could grab that wooden thing right there and block it, and then move it out the way and be like, that's a door.
Interesting. I see what you're saying.
But look at this way. All sliding doors have like little wheels, so it slides.
Do they?
Yeah.
There might be like a pulley. There probably is a wheel on a track. He's probably
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
He's probably right. I can't
And look at like all the technology we have now, machinery. They all have wheels. Does all machinery have doors? No. And
That's a good point.
yeah, and look at wheels like a box car, bro. Like you know how many toy cars there are on the earth that has wheels?
Yeah, but you could argue that they have doors.
But a toy car usually has 2 doors, 4 wheels, and there's millions of those.
Yeah, I mean fair, but
And look at like I'm not trying to be hard on this topic, but like look at countries without houses. They
You're talking to Kiby here.
without houses. They don't got doors on those houses, but they probably have something to move them around with the wheels.
you could also argue say you open a can, right? You open the can and then you like the little thing that presses open when you click it down. You could just push that up and say, "Oh, that's a door."
All right, hold on.
So that's the topic that's hard out here because in anyone's mind nowadays, you could say anything's a door. There's fucking wheels everywhere. Like it's a hard question to ask because you could say anything's a door, anything's that, anything's this. Like these are hard questions, but like I get that.
So you're saying hard stance wheel, hard stance door.
I guess so. I mean, he does make a good point, but like theoretically, I could just like you could just chop this in half and fold it over, and then close and then open it. That's a door. Like you could say that.
The can thing is still getting me, Nick.
But that's right.
Talking about like open a can of tuna fish, and you're saying if I open and close that, it's a door.
That's a door. It's a door to the food, or it's a door
to the
liquid.
food.
But
It's a door to the liquid.
Kiby, my question is, so technically a window that flaps up and down,
Yeah.
is that a door?
Yes, because it opens and closes to an enlarged space beyond it.
All right, we'll have to see what the audience thinks. Do you guys think that Kiby's theory about doors is correct? Which, if I'm understanding correctly, you're saying that if I open a can of tuna fish, the lid that I'm pulling back is a door to the food, as you said.
Yeah. It's something that is blocking an enclosed space, and you're opening it, and you could also put it back on.
So that
Or you could also say that about any plastic container, anything that you buy, like that comes in a container.
So
like
you're saying
food,
lids or doors?
Yes.
In your eyes, lids and doors are.
So if they're saying that as a concept, yes, there's more fucking doors than wheels. Because you could say a fucking box of like cereal. That flap comes up and down. That's technically a door in his eyes.
Is it the door?
A door to the food.
Yeah, like,
it's a door to the whatever's in the box.
So
you're opening it and then closing it.
so if anything that opens and closes with a flap is technically a door, there will be more doors.
All right. Audience, whoever's watching this, Instagram goers.
You know I'm right, dude. I'm so right about that. I don't even care.
Door to the food. That might be the next T-shirt. Door to the food. That's
Door
my
to the
favorite,
food.
That's my favorite thing you said. Let us know if you think that that's correct. That was good. But yes, Cameron, stop looking at me. Because, reason being, I love you, love your face. However, you guys are the ones, I'm listening to you, I promise. But you guys are the ones having the arguments. You gotta be looking at Mr. Kid. You know what it is? I think he's kind of mogging you, and that's making you feel nervous.
He's not mogging shit, bro.
You're not looking at him, though.
I'm on fucking clap.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
What?
Okay.
Sketching strays.
All right, whatever.
Big Honcho mogging.
That's a good t-shirt. Big Honcho Maggin.
I want to ask Honcho a question real quick. This is not like a debate thing. This was just something that some of your fans wanted to know. They wanted me to ask you, and then I have a same thing for you, Nick, afterwards. So they want to know in our previous video, you said one of your most viewed, most DM'd clips was you saying there's Earth on Mars.
Dog.
It might be the most sent clip of Honcho history. Can you explain? Because everyone is wondering, what the fuck did you mean when you said there's Earth on Mars?
So, when I said that, as you all know, I'm stupid as fuck. Always saying stupid ass shit. But in my mind, I screwed up the wording there like I always do, talking to my boys, talking to anyone. That's why I get no bitches, because I can never talk to them, bro.
Yeah, be kind to yourself, bro.
You gotta be kind, Cam.
But when I said Earth on Mars, I meant life. Like organisms, growing things, life on Mars, not fucking Earth. Because, like, fucking life isn't the same as Earth. And in my mind, I was processing a little slow. But I meant life on Mars. Like, there's organisms. There's even movies about how there's life on Mars and how they're trying to build, like, fucking how people to live up there nowadays. And I feel the life on Mars, there's going to be a community up there soon. And they're going to try to do that on different planets. And I feel like by the time we're in our 70s, 80s, I would love to go up to, like, Mars or, like, Pluto, even though Pluto is not even real anymore.
Well, it is. It's just not a planet.
Also, you know how absurd of a jump that was, right?
Yeah.
You went from the planet next
that's
to
right
us
next to us.
to the planet that's at the last one.
It's so far away that it's not even in the solar system.
Yeah, started at the bottom and now I'm there. It's like, you gotta jump high, so why not soar to the highest? So when I said Earth on Mars, I meant life. There's organisms, there's plants,
Yes.
there's living things, not fucking Earth. My bad for that. And I love you guys. Even though you fucking shit on me, love you.
I wanted to give him the opportunity to explain himself because he did explain this to me privately, but I wanted to give him the floor to put it out there.
Clear the air about Earth.
That he meant life on Mars, not Earth on Mars. However, the clip is hilarious. Anyways, all right. So Nick, you'll get to say something first here because you are the OG, the number one, the first. This is from our very own Jod. He wants to know, who is the better celebrity?
You know what, man?
Kiby or Honcho?
I'm gonna see. It's one of those things, right? It's kind of like MJ versus LeBron,
Which we will discuss.
where I was the OG like GOAT. Not even trying to be cocky, but like let's be real, bro.
It's true.
But now with recency bias, I would agree right now. Honcho is at the peak of his prime, bro. Like he's cooking. I'm more in the back, like the old head, being like, "Yo, he's cooking, bro. Let him cook," you know. But look, bro, I have the CEO of Internet Safe Space has a jersey of me in his crib.
This is true.
He has a jersey of me in his crib. And not only that, I got our whole merch line, dude. Look at the hat I'm wearing right now.
Also true.
So all I'm saying is, I'm not saying that you can't climb the ranks and get there, but right now,
Talk
like
your shit, kid.
like you're
Stand on business.
Like you're Luka Doncic right now. Like you're
Yeah.
cooking, bro. You just need more accolades to get up there. Like you need a chip. You need like.
Yeah.
You need the stature, but like I reached the peak and then now I'm coming down, which is totally fine,
Who says you're
But-
coming down, Kim?
bro. It's fine. Big Honcho's cooking, bro.
I'm cooking it. I'm cooking
But
the
personally,
pot, cooking
in
the
terms
kitchen.
of internet safe space lore, like I'm the GOAT. Like I don't know what to say, you know.
So, Kiby, I do respect you and all. Yes, you made face to internet safe space first, but no other. My personality out there, I'm fucking grinding out there. I'm doing my thing. And why do you think Ant wanted to add me on this show?
Fair enough.
Because he knew I would have stood up and beat anyone I'm trying to compete with. And I'm not trying to compete with Kiby. He's my fucking boy. I'm not trying to compete with anyone. I'm just trying my best. Like he said, I'm grinding. I'm putting myself out there, and I love you all for that. And like Kiby said, he does have merch. But I wanted to first ask the fans if they wanted some merch, because I don't want to be that one guy with a fucking big Honcho hat and everyone's like, fuck you. Like, I want to stand out and bring my name. And like Aunt D said before, many people through our town know me as Big Honcho now because of these videos. And I keep trying to put my name out there and make the fans happy, make them laugh. I'm just trying to be myself. I'm not trying to compete with anyone. And I'm just trying to have a good time and make everyone laugh. And as a celebrity, I hope I get to celebrity status one day. But right now, I'm just trying to get my name out there. And I respect Kiby. I'm not trying to compete with him. It's just all love, and we're both doing our own thing. And like he said, who's a bigger celebrity? In my eyes, we have different things. We do different things. I talk about sports. He does DePersio. He does his thing. And we also have two different completely personalities. I'm dumb as fuck and do stupid things.
But
and he's over here.
Why are you hating on yourself, bro?
And he's over here just living life and playing DePersio and getting drunk, which I love getting drunk too.
I only drink water during DePersio.
True. That's very important distinction.
I only drink water. I don't consume alcohol. So
So we're getting close to our commercial break. Also, thank you both for your contributions.
You're welcome.
Kiby, that was unexpected how you stood on business, and I liked it a lot. I think I
I'm
popped
him.
a halfer during that.
I'm him.
Pause.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna ask you guys just like a fun question, and then we'll go to a commercial break. I think we're actually a little over the halfway point, but I can't see the time. But I know that we're due for commercials. So let's start with Kiby for this one. So I feel like Honcho's been leading off a lot, and I want to keep it even. This is a fun question. If you ended up on a deserted island, also shout out my dad. This was his question.
Tony Rock!
If you ended up on a deserted island and you could only bring one person, who would it be and why?
I know this off the rip.
Hold it in.
Who would I want, bro? Who would I want on a deserted island? I need to think of someone that's super resourceful. It's a very good question. You know, you go, bro. I need to think.
All right.
So I have a lot of friends out there who I know would be a great person to bring, great personality. But like he just brought up, I need someone who knows how to do a bunch of stuff, very resourceful, very smart, knows his things around the wilderness. Because in a deserted island, you could ask Kiby, you could ask Ed. If I'm in a deserted island, yes, I might try to eat everything out there, and I'd be a good time and make you laugh. But I don't know how to make a fire. I don't know how to really hunt. I know how to throw that fishing pole, but so the person I will bring, shout out Suvam Bot, bro. My boy Suv, day one, Yannico brother. Suv Bot, bro. He had the Boy Scout skills. Him being an IB right now, he got the smartest man out there. And him in the wilderness, like, my bad, Suv, but I feel you would be the dog. But you'd have to be doing everything. I'm just going to be there for a good time, make you laugh. But I'm going to be like, yo, go build me a fucking bed because I'm not sleeping on this floor. And he'll do it. He's the man. Suv is always the dog. He knows how to do his thing with his Boy Scout background. He knows how to hike. He knows how to hunt. And he makes good food too. That man knows how to eat. And I wouldn't worry about a thing if I had my boy Suv B out there. And shout out Suv B. Hope you're enjoying your time in New York City right now.
You know what? This might be a lame answer, but I'm honestly taking that dude from Outdoor Boys, bro. I'm just taking him.
That's a good answer.
I'm gonna just take him, bro. Yo,
that guy's Peep.
He cooks, bro. I feel like I actually learned a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, like, you know what? I feel like just because of the background I have in upstate New York, being in the woods, I would consider myself very resourceful in terms of starting a fire, fishing for food, you know. But you know what? That guy in the Outdoor Boys, I forget his name, bro. Do you know his name? I forget. But that guy I'm definitely bringing just because that dude literally would just be the most resourceful dude of all time. Like, he would just build a whole crib for me. Like, I don't know. He'd somehow whip out, like, a magic steak or something. Like, bro, he shot a moose one video and then we started chopping it up and getting the meat. Like, bro, that guy literally would, like be the GOAT. Like,
I like your answer, but I thought when Aunt D
Yeah,
asked
it's
this
lame.
question,
It's so lame.
I thought he meant like someone in your personal life you grew up with. I didn't know you could pick a fucking YouTuber.
Yeah, that's very
You could
fair.
pick anyone you want. That's
But nah, I don't want to go out with a YouTuber. This guy's dumb
Yeah.
as fuck. He's smart
Nah,
as fuck, but
yeah.
he's not my boy.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I
very
want
true.
someone who's my boy.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if some guy random ass like annoying as fuck, I'm in the wilderness surviving. I'm killing him and eating him, bro. If he's annoying the fuck out of me, I'm not bringing a guy who's annoying as fuck in the wilderness.
Cam.
What?
What did you just say?
No, like so you're saying if Outdoor Boys was there and he was annoying and he was the most resourceful dude of all time,
I
you're
don't
just gonna
give a
kill him.
And eat him.
Yeah.
If it's the only thing I got and I don't know him, like I'm not eating one of my boys. He's my boy. But if I'm starving and can't find a fish, can't find an animal, and I'm in the wilderness, I'm killing this dude and eating him because he's not my boy.
Okay.
He's a nobody to me. Wilderness guy. Wow.
I mean, you know what? Fair enough.
Okay.
I mean,
But Sue B, I
I
love
know
you
where
and
it's
you're
at.
my guy. So I respect you and you're gonna help me fight this wilderness like the Lord of the Flies out here. But we ain't getting killed by no rock.
yeah, I mean, fair enough.
You get killed by a rock, bro.
Yo,
Is that how you're gonna kill the person? You're gonna throw a rock.
You're talking
at
about
them?
Piggy?
yeah, Piggy fucking died. That was sad as shit.
Yeah, he fell off a cliff.
I thought he got pushed. But
I don't even remember, to be honest. Yeah, I read the book so long ago.
Yeah.
But all right. With that said, that was an insane way to cut to a commercial. But yeah, we'll do a quick commercial break, and then we come back. What I did last time, a good way to start is start thinking now. Each of you gets to tell a funny story.
funny story.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. I'm back. Tommy's back. Berio is in full swing. We got our first ever in-season tournament for Berio. We started this tournament playing the new Mario Kart World on the Nintendo Switch 2. We moved over to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, and now it's down to the final four in Mario Kart Wii, the greatest Mario Kart. We got me competing with Kevin, Dylan, and Fran. It's anyone's game, right? Shout out Internet Safe Space for sponsoring this event. Shout out to Mudhole for just, I don't even have to tell you what they're doing, but it's doing. And in my absence, Anthony DePersio has been taking my place as the EP. This guy, yeah. So, shout out to him, and this is breaking news. Sound the alarm, put it on national television. We are making a change to the rule set of Berio. When we're selecting items, we are auto-activating the single banana. This is the Dylan Valdez amendment, and I think it's a much-needed change. The boombox is popping out too much when you're in first, so I think the Trace Platinos Tommy amendment wasn't enough to balance out that, happening. So we're adding that, and just stay tuned. For the winner, it's going to be a good game. We got the Wii hooked up. Shout out Nick Kirby. Shout out Kiby Nation for hooking us up with the Wii. And let's get it. Let's play. Let the boys play. Let's do this. Damn, the flash is...
And we're back from commercial break.
Shout out to the commercial. That was dope.
Yeah.
That was fun.
So, story time. This is a little break from our debating and arguments conversation. Each of them has prepped a funny story from their lives that they want to share with you. Kiby gets to start, and then Honcho.
All right, so as anybody that knows me personally, I'm sorry. I'm the worst storyteller of all time. So when I heard this question, I was like, oh, God. But anyway, I'll try to cut it short. I have a house in upstate New York.
Let's
It's
keep going.
literally in the middle of the woods, like miles and miles and miles and miles of woods. And it was like 5 a.m, and I was like, I don't know, like 13. And my dog was barking, wanting to go out to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll just let her out because it's all like an open floor construction. So everybody heard the barking, and I was sleeping downstairs. And open the door, let her run. She keeps running. There's no fence along the perimeter, just woods. She keeps running, and of course, after she runs for about half an hour, I look behind me and I'm like, oh my god, I'm literally in the middle of the woods and I have no idea where to go. And I'm in my pajamas at like 5 in the morning. It was like dark when I walked out. So I ended up picking her up. She was a small dog, so it worked out easy that way. And I was just stuck in the woods, and I was in my pajama pants, literally knee deep in mud because I had no idea where to go. I bet you're asking how I got home. The thing is, when you're in the woods, fun fact, if you're ever in the woods, you just keep walking one direction until you hear cars. Because that means you know that's where society and like people are driving. So around 2.5, 3 hours later, I ended up walking and just found a car there that was able to just pick me up, and probably was like a mile away from the cabin. Picked me up. I was like, I really need help. I got lost in the woods. I know where to go from here, but someone picked me up. I did like the classic hitchhiking thing up there because I had no phone. There's no Uber.
That's insane, Nick.
And I got picked up by some random redneck in a red truck and dropped me off outside the thing. Walked back in, changed my clothes, and I mean, I don't even know if my parents know about it, but I mean, it's not really a funny story, but it was honestly, when you said a story that comes to the top of your head, I just thought about that one because, I mean, it's funny looking back, like me, like wanting to like cry because I literally thought I was just gonna be stuck in the woods for the rest of my life. But yeah, that's what happened. So shout out that random hitchhiking dude. That dude was clutch.
But Kiby, I do have a question about this story. At 13 years old, with all the kidnap stories there are out there, how did you trust this redneck guy in the middle of fucking nowhere? Oh, 13 years old with a dog?
What was I gonna do? I'm gonna walk like a mile and a half down, and like my knee was cooked because I was just stepping in mud.
True. So he said life or death situation.
No, I mean, realistically, bro, granted, yeah, I was young, but I really had nothing else to do at that moment besides just trust a random stranger, and shout out that guy because he
good citizen.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to tell a story. A lot of you guys know I have a lot of stories, a lot of dumb ones, a lot of funny ones, and a lot of stories I can't share on internet safe space. I'll tell you guys those later on. But let's bring it back to freshman year of college. It's winter break. Shout out my boy B. Grotz. We're just chilling at his house, drinking some beer, and we got really hungry. There was nothing open. It was 2 a.m. Like, what are you looking for? McDonald's? Anything? Nothing was open. Not even McDonald's were open at this time. So we went on the internet and we're like, yo, there's a Banana King open. So we're like, fuck yeah. We loved Banana King at the time. So we go to Banana King, but to call it out, it's in Patterson. And Patterson, not the best area, but we trust it.
We love Patterson, bro.
We love Patterson. We love Patterson. Omar, shout out Omar's. Only the Nutley peeps know that one. But we go to Banana King in Patterson, and I'm just waiting on my Sachi Papas. If you guys don't know, it's basically like French fries with like red mayo and hot dogs. It's fucking gas. And shout out the Spanish people, love those dishes. But but we get our food. We're like, finally, thank God. But we're walking outside, and my boy's car, B. Grout's car, is like up the block. So we're walking, and like I'm like a little ahead of my boy, and all I see out of my left corner of eye is a homeless guy on a fucking bike. How did he get the bike? I don't know. And then all I see is him rip something out of his pocket. Me knowing 2 a.m. at night, I'm thinking it's a knife. But he whips out a taser. Me being fucking 2021, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm shitting my pants because I'm afraid of fucking tasers. Like, if you guys never got tased, that shit hurts more than you think. It hurts. It's like a bee sting times 10. So he starts coming at me with the taser on the bike, and I tell my boy, I'm like, open your fucking car. So I sprint to the car, and as you all know, I'm not very fast. So like, he could have caught up to me if he was really thinking about it. So I sit in this man's car. I thought I was about to get tased by a homeless man. One of the scariest moments of my life, because I hate tasers, and I was just not in that situation at that moment. I hated it.
Can I just ask real quick? When did you get tased?
That's what I was saying.
Previously, do
You
that.
have a very strong reaction to tasers, so I'm curious.
Many fans know where I got tased. I can't bring up when.
Nah, fair. Okay.
But yes, I did get tased multiple times.
Cameron. Oh, Honcho. All right, so that's good.
Fair enough.
That was a good little bring you guys back after that commercial. Get some good stories in. So I was gonna jump back to sports, but actually before we jump to sports, because we are gonna talk about football next. That is what made you popular.
That's all you.
Football is your thing. That's what made you popular.
I got ball knowledge though, I think.
But before that, shout out my friend Kevin for his question.
Sosa.
Which it's not really a question. He just said in general he wants you guys to discuss AI. What are your thoughts on AI?
I go first. So AI, I feel AI is gonna make society all tech based. Like it's gonna make humans non-human anymore, and I feel like AI is ultimately ruining society. Like yes, it helps us, but it's taking. If I want to get into a more AI stance and AI how it hurts us, AI is gonna take many jobs from people, which is gonna hurt us in the overall run. Many of these people who are workers are not gonna have a job anymore, and let's do the benefits of AI. Yes, AI could help us do work, help us perform many things that a normal human brain couldn't do in quick seconds. And yes, it could answer questions and write a paper for you. But I just feel AI is going to make the world non-human. Like everyone's going to rely on AI, robots, and AI is just going to take over everything.
I don't know, but it's very wishy-washy to me. Like, it's sort of like how Instagram is now in a sense. Like Instagram used to just be a place where you could just post funny stuff and like post like a selfie of you and be like, yeah, I'm in Venice, like whatever. But now it's to the point where the internet in general is like very like professional, if that makes any sense. Like everybody when they post, it's like them like at a super extravagant place, super dressed up and doing all of that. Like I feel like now with AI, like that simplicity of the internet will just completely go away. And while I think that's sad, I think it is useful for a lot of different cases. Like I hate to say it. Like I personally, I pay for ChatGPT Pro. I pay for it.
You pay for it?
Yep, $20 a month. I pay for it.
Whoa! $20 a month.
I pay for it.
That's
I will say, in terms of the practical uses of it every day, I really do think it's a lot better than normal ChatGPT or whatever. Obviously, there's other AI too. Like Claude AI is actually dope AI. Like it's basically like another version of Chat, just different investors. But I have seen, especially in the job process with with GPT, you could literally like do a whole interview through ChatGPT and like walk through an entire interview, prep all the questions for it, upload anything you want to like for any specific use. Like you can literally talk to it like it's a human, which is good and bad. But.
So to his point, exactly, businesses are looking through AI to get candidates, and I just feel that's fucking the world as an employee for many other companies, because if someone's relying on AI, they don't know your true person, they don't know who the fuck you are truly, and I feel like it's gonna ruin face-to-face interaction. And for companies, someone who's an outperformer, hard worker, and doing their thing might not get the job due to someone who knows how to talk to AI. And I feel like today many people are gonna have to learn how to speak to AI and how to really go forward to AI rather than being themselves, because that's what jobs and other things in our world are gonna depend on.
Honestly, I do agree too, but it's just gonna be about how people use AI, bro. Like if
True,
you
100%.
like if you know how to use AI, bro, you have an exact advantage over everybody, bro. Like look at, I don't know, say when the first car came out with Ford. Everybody thought that trains and everything, they thought the whole world was gonna get destroyed because no one's gonna be riding a train anymore, or no one's gonna be riding horses. Where's the market for that, bro? Like I think it's just so new, and granted, I think it's scary that literally every company is investing in it. But I think there's still a lot of opportunity, like I said, like people when the first car came out, everybody thought, oh my god, this is gonna be detrimental to the economy because everyone's just gonna buy a car. But people learn how to make jobs out of it and do well. So
I do feel people are gonna adapt to AI, but I do think there's more negatives of AI than positives because I just feel it's gonna make the world more robotic. And like he said, with social life, people could fake who they are just over saying, "Oh, put a picture of my face in the Bahamas." Like people are gonna fake where they are. People are gonna try to flex something they're not. And AI is just going to depict life like it's not really who they are.
Okay. Very good stances from both of you gentlemen. The chat will decide who they think came out on top in that conversation.
you know why ChatGPT is so lit, bro? You could just do whatever you want. Like you could just mess with it. You could just I don't know, you could make the YouTube freaking thumbnails, bro. Like that's dope. Even though it probably uses a crap ton of water, but
It does.
making that probably use more water, bro, than the
Gallons,
water
probably gallons for image generation.
Or bro, you could use it to make your grocery list, or I don't know, make outfits for you, bro.
There's definitely
Whatever you want.
Yeah, there's practical qualities, but overall, I think it's going to ruin a lot of the society.
All right. With that said, we'll segue into football. The thing that made you famous. Cameron?
I wouldn't say that.
Not famous. I feel like my personality, my goofiness made me famous.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
He's right.
But also football, I apologize to the fans for all my wrong picks. I'm sorry
you
about
sold
that.
that lay, bro.
I sold a lot of people on those lays, and I'm sorry. But I did throw it out there that the Seahawks were going to win the Super Bowl. And
That was sharp.
And to put the spread of -4, and they fucking banged it. So shout out there. But other than my other picks, but what's coming up next is baseball picks. I know Anne's gonna disagree with me, but my baseball knowledge is better than my football knowledge, and you should trust in me. But fuck the Dodgers. I hate you guys.
Anyway, Cameron, I didn't even get to ask you any questions.
Yeah.
All good.
But what I was going to ask you is I want you to say right now, based off this past the 2025 season for the NFL, say your hot take, and I want Kiby to react to it.
Hot take.
Yeah, something that people would not agree with most likely, but that you truly believe. Aggressive.
Okay. The Giants are gonna be the next come up team next year.
I'm okay with that. I don't disagree with that at all. I mean, I think the biggest thing with them is just the amount that they're paying their defense and the results that were produced with that. Dude, Devontae Banks, I'm sure you're a great guy, but he's just not NFL standard. He was a first-round pick, bro. All the corners and safety, we had Julian Love. Julian Love is on the Giants, bro, and we just got rid of him. Oh, sorry. And then instead now we're paying, Bobby Okereke, sure, he's good, but we shouldn't be signing him to a big contract. And our D-line is obviously really good. But I think we just need another weapon or two, man. I think in O-line. John Michael Schmitz, man, he was good. He was good his first year as center, but I think now it's just it's time for him to go, to be honest. But I don't disagree with that at all, bro.
Gotcha. Here's another take. So, with Mendoza being a dog,
That's great. I was going to bring up...
winning the Heisman, I feel like he reminds me of Drake May, next dog out there. And I feel like, even though the Raiders suck, I feel Mendoza...
That's my team, by the way.
I know, that's why I'm shitting on them. Fuck you, Loe. But I feel the Raiders also, they're going to have a way better season, and Mendoza is going to outperform many people's predictions.
I honestly disagree, bro.
You disagree? Okay. So I actually agree with... I'm not really part of this, but I do... It is my team. I do agree with Cameron. I think the Raiders finally have a legitimate puzzle that they could put together if they put the pieces in the right spot. And when I say pieces, I mean potential. They still have to, please God, not be stupid. They need to pick Mendoza, right? And so let's say Mendoza, Genty, Brock Bowers, and Kubiak, right? And Crosby, obviously. So Kubiak was another. That's like the two major new pieces that I think are going to tie together all of their young players that are really great. Also, shout out Michael Mayer, underrated tight end, my favorite player on the Raiders, which I know a lot of people say is crazy. But I think when you think about where the Seahawks were when Kubiak stepped on to then, and he wasn't even in the head coach role, right? And to see them then win a Super Bowl, and then for Kubiak to immediately, literally the next day, fly to Vegas. Like when they were interviewing him after winning the Super Bowl, they're like, "What's next for you?" And he said, I'm paraphrasing, something along the lines of like, "You know I'm going to Vegas." That shows it's not just that they offered him a fuck ton of money, because they couldn't even talk with him until they were done. That's why actually my dad was saying he hoped the Seahawks would lose sooner so that the Raiders could start discussions with Kubiak, because they couldn't while he was still playing, right? But I think that if they can just get obviously the last thing they need to do really is get the O-line in order. If they can figure that out with the players they have and him in charge and Mendoza at QB, this is the first, tell me, when's the last time that they had a rookie QB? Genuine. Because they just always pick random fuckers like Geno Smith and then do terrible.
Shout out Geno, though, West Virginia alum, baby. But like Ant said, man, the Raiders have a very young team, but like he just said, Kubiak, great coach.
He has passion.
He has passion, and these young guys, they're young, so they want to learn. They want to step their game up. So overall, I think once Kubiak gets Mendoza in his shoes, Mendoza, look where he came from. He was at Cal, and he just won the Heisman and the fucking championship against a Miami top dog team. Like, Mendoza's a dog, and many QBs you see come from these top schools and they blow. He came from Cal with his smarts and then went to Indiana and became a dog.
See, I do agree. He was good in college, but I just did a quick Google search while you guys were talking.
Of course, this guy's getting prepped.
So if you look at the Indiana team that just came in right now and won the championship, they first of all had a coach that led JMU, who was probably one of the smallest schools in Virginia, all the way up from D1A to the FCS or FBS. I always confuse the levels. He literally is one of the best coaches, he is the best coach in the country right now, and because he had an ability to build a solid team. So if you want to compare the LSU team that won the chip with Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, how many All-Americans do you think they had on that team?
On Indiana?
No, on the LSU. With that stacked team, how many All-Americans do you think they had?
8.
They had 3. How many? And then how many All-Americans now do you think were on the Indiana team?
11.
8. So what I'm saying is, Mendoza did perform well considering his circumstances. But if you have 8 All-Americans on your team that are able to be really good offensively and defensively, I don't know what the split was between offense and defense for All-Americans. It's like their O-line this year was exceptional. All the receivers were catching everything that Mendoza threw. You're in the perfect scenario the whole entire time. And then he's going to go with the Raiders, who is an awful organization. Has been awful for like 40 plus years, let's be honest. They're just going to throw his talent away.
By the way.
They're just going to throw his talent away in the bin. And then they're just going to they're going to trade him off. They're going to be just like the Jets. They're going to trade off Sam Darnold or trade off Mendoza. He's going to go somewhere else, actually develop into a real quarterback, and then he's going to do well somewhere else.
But Kiby, that's the thing. You say 8 All-American Indiana players, they're college players. Look at these. I bet half these alumni offensive line, defensive line will outcompete any of those All-Americans.
Yeah, fair.
They're in the NFL. They're going to outcompete, and I disagree with that point because, yes, they're college All-Americans, but look at half these college All-Americans coming to the NFL. Some of them blow dick.
I mean, yeah, fair.
So if you're in the NFL and you have those years, yeah, you can outperform the 8 All-Americans. And I feel that the Raiders, some of their O-line, can outperform some of these Indiana.
Their O-line is miserable,
course,
bro.
Yeah,
But their O-line is miserable.
But like,
they're number 32.
I hope he does well, and I think there's a high probability he does well. But considering the Raiders are gonna be drafting this guy, like, bro, they're cooked, dude. Like, he's just gonna have no. Wait, so you said Kubiak's the head coach now?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a good hire, fair, but yeah, I think this year too, in terms of the Heisman race, it was probably the weakest in a while. I don't know. You could disagree with me there, but I think him being on the team that he was on and the coach that he had that developed him was a huge asset for his success. And I'm not saying he's not naturally talented, but I think compared to other classes that have come through, like I think he probably wouldn't even be I mean, he might be like a second round pick if he was in another class that has come through before.
Okay. You guys let us know what your thoughts are on Mendoza and his trajectory. Segueing off football, I forgot this one was in here. This was my favorite question. Another one from my dad. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
How does that have to do with football?
Nothing.
How does that have to do with
How are
football?
we switching from this to that, bro?
Because I read it and I said I really want to ask this question.
Oh,
so.
okay. Oh, okay. All right.
Yo, if I had one superpower, it'd be teleportation, bro. Like, you could be with your boys and then someone makes you mad, you could teleport to, like, the Bahamas, Dubai, like, anywhere in your life. And also with teleportation, you want money, you could teleport to a bank vault, teleport back home, and they don't know you stole that shit.
Well, I mean, they have cameras.
But, like,
They'll
teleport...
know who you are. Like, it's
But,
not
like, that's
you're
the thing.
invisible.
But that's the thing. If you can teleport, you could just keep teleporting and the cops will never catch you.
Yeah, but then you can't spend the money if you're just busy teleporting all the time.
But you can. You go to like the shop, pay at the cash. You see the cops come and teleport. You
The
could
shop.
You could teleport. You won't ever get caught. You can go anywhere on Earth you want. You could get anything you want, and you could also steal if you really wanted to, which is fucked up. But like,
Yeah.
but like you could do anything you want. You could go anywhere you want. You could literally do anything in your life with teleportation.
I agree with teleportation, but not to your extent. Like, if it's like 2 a.m., or I guess not teleportation per se, it's more like the ability to, like, put anything you want. Like, if I could just have the ability to, like, automatically DoorDash something to my house at 2 a.m. and not have to wait for it, that would be my superpower. Like, just automatically spawn any greasy fast food that you want, like, at 2 a.m. when you're drinking water, by the way.
Water, great.
As soon as, if I could just literally teleport, like, any food that I want, like, to me, at any time, ever, that would be the most goated thing, because you won't have to spend any money on food. You could just teleport, like you could teleport, like, a Nobu steak to your crib.
But that's the thing. You with teleportation, the way I see it, you could teleport yourself in the McDonald's kitchen, get a fucking bucket of fries, teleport back home in your bed.
Stealing. You just said that's stealing. That's best.
But that's still teleportation, and you're chilling.
Nah, bro. If I could just teleport, like, any food to my crib whenever I wanted to.
So like conjuring. That'd probably be like what the power would
Yeah,
be.
like
you could conjure anything.
if I could just like just spawn food, like any food I want.
Alright, so food spawner and teleportation.
Yeah, food spawner. Food spawner like in Minecraft, bro. If I could just spawn, like, steak, that would be lit.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna ask this question even though it's silly, but this was from my sister. It was just a question. It was just a question for you. She wants to know if you can count to 6, 7 in one breath.
What the fuck do you mean by that? 6, 7, like.
No.
Oh, dude.
Count to it. Count to 67, bro.
1, 2, 3. Oh, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 67!
Just to be clear,
I know what you
I heard you take like 10 breaths.
Yeah, I know. I can't do
She
that.
said one breath, bro.
I can't do that, bro. That's mad hard.
You can do that.
No, bro. Like, I gotta hold my breath and spit that shit out.
Wait,
like,
what?
Yo, pause.
What?
Yo, pause.
Hey, bro.
You're gonna hold your breath in. What was that?
Hey, yo, pause. Sorry, camera. Dude.
Sorry, camera.
Yeah. No, there's no camera, bro. That's all the guys.
It's like the
bro.
girl version of Cameron. Camera.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Oh god. That was good. Man. That
Yeah,
was good.
Cynthia, I can't do that.
I'm glad.
More like 10 breaths. I thought you meant like 6, 7, like that, bro. Not 10.
I thought you meant like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought that was it.
No, 67 in one breath.
Hell
One, two, three,
no.
four, five,
Because
six,
you,
seven,
bro, you don't count to 6, 7. You count to 67, bro. This is literally rotting your brain, dude. You don't count to 6, 7, bro. You count to 67.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Oh my lord.
Dude.
Bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all
Social
brain
media.
rotted. Y'all
Social
brain
media
rotted.
is brain rotting us, bro. Like this mogging shit, maxing, like shut the fuck up.
Jester maxing.
Fucking
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Funny, I think.
I don't even know what that means.
Dylan says it, bro. Dylan's the one, and then Kevin says it too.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a bot, but I mean, yeah, I am a bot, but
Yeah.
I just don't know. Like, bro, I just don't know what that is.
I don't know brain rot. Like, sorry.
Okay. We're nearing the end here. I think we've got time for like 1 or 2 questions. Cameron had made a request beforehand that we ask a serious question. You said people were requesting that you get serious, right?
Yeah, a little serious.
Okay.
I mean, we did talk about like AI.
Yeah, this
This
is
is
like
another
this
one.
is a more like introspective, serious question. I mean, it's not super serious. Whatever. The question is, have you had your heart broken? So it's like divulging from the comedy aspect.
Have you had your heart broken? Yes, many times. You live and learn, and you gotta learn to not trust everyone. And that's what getting your heart broke does suck in the moment, but it teaches you many things and teaches you that if someone really truly loved you like they did before they heartbroke you, they would find ways to help you out in life even after the heartbreak. Yes, it does suck for a heartbreak, and not everyone in your life, every girl you talk to or date is gonna be that perfect match. But yes, you might love each other, but in a different sense of let's not date, let's just be friends, and we have that friend connection. And I feel like getting your heart broke really teaches you and puts you up to a perspective. Like, I see out there many guys get their heart broke and they get in the gym and grind, lose that weight, and become a different person. So yes, I've gotten my heart broken a couple times, and it taught me to be different, be someone else. And that's why I be nice to everyone and put myself out there and be kind to everyone, because it teaches me not everyone you know out there is going through what they think you are. And I feel like getting your heart broke teaches you many things, but it also helps you as a person and grow as a person.
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak to necessarily being heartbroken, but you know the phrase, bro. Everything happens for a reason, bro. And genuine, I know
always
he
says this shit.
No,
bro.
I say it unironically all the time, but I think the biggest thing with it is you don't know how to feel happy without being sad. And if you were consistently happy all the time, you wouldn't get like the joy of being happy because you don't have that feeling all the time. But if you're upset about something and then you persevere through that and grow and let things happen naturally, you'll find bigger purpose in the journey that you went on from being sad to being like happier and joyful in life, because of the things that you thought were supposed to go right that went wrong that actually turned out working out, So, yeah, in that case, just I think the biggest thing in life is just letting things come naturally, because you never know where that one thing that you never thought would be a big thing happen, and then it grows into something that you love forever. You know what I mean?
And I completely agree with Kirby. I do agree. Everything does happen for a reason, and you're put into that spot if it's even bad in your life, because I'm not trying to get religious, but God knows you could persevere through your worst times because He knows the better times are going to come in your life. And that's how I feel. Getting your heart broke, it might be a bad time, but He knows and did that for a reason because he knows there's better times, better people out there for you. So I feel overall Kirby might not connect to the way I connect, but getting your heart broke as a guy especially, many people think guys can't cry, but let it out. Because like Kirby said, your saddest moments can lead to your happiest days, your happiest feelings.
You know, it's one thing, whenever I think about this topic, bro, I always think about, you know that South Park episode where Butters is, like, crying outside because he was there, and then all the goth kids are like, yo, why don't you just, like, be sad? He was like, nah, I don't want to be sad all the time. Like, I know things will get better or whatever. I don't know why I think about that. Like, every time, like, a topic like this comes up, I just think about Butters in South Park. So, shout out Butters, bro.
Shout out Butters.
You know what he's doing, bro.
That was very nice, gentlemen. With that said, we're basically at the end here, so I'm going to ask for one more thing from each of you, and then we'll close it out. I want you each to just give a piece of advice to the world. The world is watching.
The world is watching.
Kiby, why don't you go first, and then Honcho can close us out.
First of all, I want to say thank you for having us, bro. Dope ass dude, bro. Genuine. I think one thing that being in this internet safe space has done is got me closer to a lot of people that if you told me 4 years ago that I'd be talking to, I would have thought you were like insane. And I think that's the biggest thing with it is it's brought a lot of people together from different clusters of people all into like one thing, which I think is like the most dope thing about all
That's
this.
exactly what I was trying to do, Nick.
And yeah, overall, I think it's just a lesson that everyone's dope, bro. Just go talk to people and just, you know, be a good time, be a good person to everybody, and just have fun, bro. So appreciate you having us, man.
And like Kirby said, thank you, Lil A, and I appreciate for you putting me on Internet Safe Space. I never had that type of thing to just... I love Internet Safe Space because I get to talk about myself. I get to express my personality, how I feel. And like he said, I know many of my viewers wanted more serious stuff. And yes, I like getting serious, deep talk sometimes because many people learn many things. And like Kirby said, go out there, be yourself. Because one person you talk to, that might change the world for them. That one talk, that one advice you give them might change their whole personality, change them from a sad day to a happy day. And your next day is not always there. So live your life to the fullest and live it like it's your last. And everyone out there, you might not know what they're going through, so treat everyone with respect and just treat everyone like your brother, like your friend. Be kind, be nice, and one step might lead to a fucking changed world.
Thank you very much,
I'm
gentlemen.
Big Honcho,
Yeah.
I'm Big
Honcho,
Honcho,
yeah.
yeah. Let's fucking go.
Thank you guys so much for watching. You knew he'd be back, and he's always been here. So we're at the end now. I know you're like, how did the time go by so quickly? But this was a culmination episode. Of course, we label it as a debate because we needed a title, but I had a bunch of different segments in mind. I don't think we even got to half the stuff that I have here that we could have sat here for like 3 or 4 hours with the amount of content, but we checked off a lot of main boxes, and all it does is leave the door open for next time. Now, with that said, this is important. What do you
I
wanna
got
say?
a few last words, guys. So me, Kiby, Lil A, if anyone else wants to join the next podcast, just hit us up. Or even if you want us to put different videos out there, like Lil A said, I could get more serious. I could talk about different topics. I'm Big Honcho. Yeah. Go ahead.
Also, I told him this last time, but it's DePers now. I changed it.
DePers, my bad, DePers.
Lil A has been retired. It's no more. It's DePers.
DePers.
Or you can just call me. But, you totally closed my train of thought, bro. Please don't rub my head.
Yeah, I low-key forgot what you were saying.
Me too. I was trying to close this out nicely, and the camera had his final words.
Final words.
I don't even remember what he said.
Respect the people.
Oh, he was just inviting more people on the show. Great.
Yeah.
yes, obviously we'll be back with more content. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So I wanted to put out there our two main celebrities for a reason and showcase their head-to-head because these two, I don't even know if they know this yet.
I don't even know what you're gonna say.
I don't even know. Do you guys even
Jeopardy?
know?
No.
These two are our next two Jeopardy contestants.
Yo, what? Yeah, bro. Let's go. Gonna be good.
Celebrity
Let's
Jeopardy.
go.
This is Kiby's getting out his get back opportunity. He's been on before. He went against our old 3 or 4 time champ Joe,
I got cheese during that.
and he didn't end up winning. This is Honcho's first time on Jeopardy. I can't even begin to know how that's gonna go.
What is a fucking bear? Like, dog, I suck at Jeopardy. Give me some sport questions. Maybe I'll do something.
There's almost always sports categories.
Gotcha.
You watch SpongeBob? That's been in there
Fuck
too.
no, I don't watch SpongeBob.
All right, we
I
better
hate-
start watching, bro, because it's gonna be.
It's literally there every time, and it will be there again.
I'm literally frying you in SpongeBob just because you said that. Like,
Yo, I hate cartoons. Shout out fans. I fucking hate any cartoons. So yeah, SpongeBob is goofy, but like I can't watch it consistently.
fair enough.
And then obviously they'll be joined by Charlie. Spoiler alert for you guys.
He's gonna be back from Africa.
First off, Williamson is back, but we're talking about Chalk.
Gotcha,
Continue.
shock.
But spoiler for them. You guys have already seen the episode by this point, but Charlie did win Jeopardy when he played. We just filmed one. You haven't seen it yet.
Oh, that's
when
the
we're
one-
filming this, the episode hasn't come out. But when you're seeing this episode, the episode will have come out. Charlie, Nick, and James, like Nicky Des, they did it. Charlie won, so his streak continues. So it's gonna be you two versing Charlie, trying to stop him. At this point, so now I know I can't release this video first, otherwise I would have just ruined it. So Jeopardy has to come out first. So this might be episode 70 or even 71. But anyways, yes, thank you guys so much for watching. We're way over now. Kiby's got work. We got to get him home. Honcho doesn't even give a fuck.
I gotta work at 7:30, but I'm a dog, so.
Hey, I'll put up more things for you guys to submit questions. The next time we have him back, most likely he'll be back by himself again before we do another collab because this was special because Kiby's a fellow celebrity, the OG, the GOAT, as he said. And now we have to see how you guys voted. Who outperformed the other in this video? Let me know. And as always, thank you for watching.
We out.